Welcome to another episode of Crazy Craft Updated. Last episode, we built this house. Look at this beautiful house. I had some assistance, but we built this beautiful house. And we are generating millions of EMC. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I have 40 million right now. This 40 million is probably going to almost double. A little over double. Before we do our power and storage system, I want to use this excessive amount of EMC and make some armor. We have the ultimate sword and the ultimate pickaxe, but if you remember last episode, I got one shot in this netherite armor. So let's get out of this. Let's take I don't need 18, but I do need a good chunk of this. Let's grab 4 of each to start things off. I can take out as much platinum as I want. Platinum's not that expensive. Okay. Let's go for the chest plate first. I believe it goes, I know it's the 2 platinum at the top, but I think it goes titanium on the top and uranium on the bottom. Yes, the ultimate chest plate. This does 8 to the chest. This does 12. All right, next is the helmet. It's gonna go like this, right? For the helmet. Okay, there's the boots. So then it goes like this. Maybe flipped. Yes, ultimate helmet. And then the second most expensive, the pants. I might have enough, I might not. And then this at the top. I have just enough for the ultimate armor. There we go. We are fully ultimate geared out. Holy, look at the bar. It goes over. It doubles down and like adds a shade of coloring. All right, let me make an armor stand real quick. We'll put it right beside our bed, you know? We'll just put it right here. All right, and we'll give him a sword too. Yeah, look at him. All right, so the only thing we'll need to add to these is like protection and stuff, but that's no problem. I think our new task now is to begin a place where we can build and generate power so that we can make a storage system, because I'm not flying over here to do this and go into here and find this stuff, and then it's too much work. By the way, I'd like to mention we went from almost 90 million EMC to 4 million EMC just to get this. I could have waited mined it, but why not use all my EMC? I mean, EMC is busted as it is, and I generate so much of it, so why not use it? Saves my time. You guys don't want to have to see all that. Besides, I already cut out the mining part, so. All right, the other thing I want to do is I'm going to take this transmutation thingy. I'm going to take my transmutation table, and if I craft a tablet, transmutation on the go. All right, just in case if I want to access it here, you know? But now I have it on the go as well. All right, I want to build a shovel real fast. The reason I want to make an ultimate shovel is because, I mean, look at this. This is sad. This is too slow. But I also want to remake my enchant table because I need to do some enchants on some books. There's looting 3. Beautiful. So we got a couple enchants. Let's see. I want this looting 3 on this sword easily. So looting 3, done. This thing has tons of enchants. What in the world? Protection 3. Might throw that on like the pants or something, just so we have some extra protection. Haste 2. That could always be good for like a little pickaxe. And excavate. What does excavate do? Harvest the whole vein of a connected matching blocks, not including diagonals. Light work. All right, let me make quickly I want to quickly make a shovel that is in the ultimate variety. Look at that. Efficiency 5 and breaking 3. I mean, what is better than that? This should like just, yeah, look at this. Oh, yeah. All right, I want to clear this out. A rainbow ant? Hey! Wait a minute. I needed this. A rainbow ant. Well, there you go. I need you. Not this moment, but I will need you. All right, so my idea is out here. I kind of want to have like a central area here with like a moat around it, like lots of water kind of leading to this as well, but also be kind of walled off with this kind of texture so that you can't just like walk into this area, you know? So I'm thinking what, like right here be the general center. I need a way, if I'm being honest with you, I need a way to get power. You could always go with the magmatic dynamo, which literally is just lava to make power, which is good, but it needs to be sustainable. I'm going to do some searching, some mod research, and see what I can learn to build for some great power. I'll be right back. Before we continue with this episode, I want to read a comment from one of you guys. by the name of Senor Hombre 5448. Thank you for the comment. On the last video, he said, just to let you know, to make getting home easier, there should be a command /set home. And so when you get lost again, you can just do /home and boom. No need to travel 1,400 blocks again. And this is very true. And I do see those, and I know those commands exist, but I kind of like the idea of not using commands. And I have an idea on how to fix that kind of problem in a future episode, probably next episode. I have an idea on how to remove the traveling from one place to another and, you know, having to travel thousands of blocks if we can just quickly teleport home. So I have an idea in mind. Hopefully it turns out good. But for now, let's continue on with the video. Okay, I kind of hated on it at first, but it is our first power source, so we're probably going to have to go with the magmatic dynamo. Actually, sorry, it's the heat generator. That's the one we want to make. All right, if I grab all of the resources that we need, with the power of crafting, we can make a singular heat generator. I'm going to make some more of these, so let me just grab like a good chunk of these. All right, this is going to be something simple to make and something that will be moved in the future. This is not staying where it's going to be. This is, again, temporary. Okay, so we obviously want to put lava in the middle of all of these, and I want to surround this also with lava, because if you look, this is creating power just by lava being near it. I think you can also waterlog this. You can. No complaints about it here. Ow. Now, I bet money you could also put lava on top of these and it would work good. So this, as you can see, is filling up with power. All of these are. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been messing with this excavate thing and I can't stand it. I just don't. I thought I'd like excavate, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's more annoying than it is helpful to me. It like mines like a vein of things, and it messes things up. So now I need to be able to pull the power that's being generated out of this. There's also all these upgrades for like speed and stuff. So let's do that. And to do that, we need to make, for all of these, infused alloys, which is metallurgic infuser. Let's make. I'd say we could make 2 or 3 of these. Let's make 4. I don't think we'll need 4, but might as well make them. And we can have a little spot for them back here. And these obviously need power. All right, let me remove this and let me place this inside here. Get some power from these guys because I need to quickly make some items. So if we do charcoal and some redstone, or some iron, sorry. With charcoal being put in here and some iron, I could have done coal, but I think charcoal was just the first thing that came to mind. We get enriched iron. Very important stuff. I'm gonna get a stack of that while I'm at it. All right, and then with this carbon inside here and this enriched iron, if we put this in there, it's gonna make us the one item we need right now, and that's steel dust. Because steel dust, after being cooked, if we take all of this, you'll see it makes steel ingots. We'll scoop all of that. All right, and if we use this steel with some redstone, we get basic universal cables. So I'm gonna quickly make a stack of these and then leave this stack. And I'm gonna upgrade these basic universals to the advanced ones. And to do that, we need infused alloys. We need a lot of these. Luckily, they are EMCable. And we're gonna take these out over to here, redstone in, and then iron. And that will make us 1 infused alloy. And we'll obviously learn that because I don't have to do that every time. And with this learned, we can now make advanced universal cables. And it's going to take a minute to do the next level, the elite one, but I don't think I need to worry about that right now. We barely have 12 KEU. You know, we're not pulling that kind of power right now. All right, so I'm going to break this, grab and use a cable to suck all the juices out of this. As you can see, it's filled up all the way at the top. And we're gonna slide this guy through that doorway. So looky here, if I make these things here, which require this, I need some iron, we can actually make a facade. If you don't know what a facade is, it's like a cover for some cables. Because I don't like cables being in my way, you know what I'm saying? So if I grab some gold, grab a good bit of this, we can make some of these. These are not EMCable, so we need to be very careful. But if we do this, we make cable facades. And with these, I don't want to see this cable come through, you know what I'm saying? And like run to these. Like if I want it to go to this and this, I'd rather it not be seen. So if I go like this, Like, you can't see it here, but if you go on the back end, yeah, I don't like the look of that. So, excuse me, 1 second, please. Does it only work for certain cables? Okay, well, good thing this is temporary because I don't want to have to deal with this. Like, this is no fun. Okay, but now we have some kind of power running into this base. It's not perfect. It's enough to run an ME system for sure, but that's it. I need more though. I'll need a way better power system, but this will be enough to run an ME system. So let's make an ME system. All right, there's a few main items we need. We need a disk drive, which is very easy to make. Quartz enriched iron, which is just quartz iron. So quartz enriched iron, light work. All right, and we need a machine casing, which is just stone, and surrounded with quartz-enriched iron, you get machine casings. To make our disk drive, all we're missing now is an advanced processor, which is just a raw advanced processor smelted. To make that raw advanced processor, you just need diamonds, redstone dust, silicon, and processor binding. Silicon is simple. You just smelt some quartz down. All right, silicon has been made. We can actually just pull out like a stack of that. And then processor binding is just slime and string. I mean, this stuff is super simple to make. All right, and then we can just make one of these and learn that. All right, and we'll smelt some of these. I don't need to smelt all of them, but I'm going to anyway. And while we wait on that, we need to make sure we can make the other stuff as well, which I believe we can. I think we're ready to go. So we grab all of these advanced processors out, make sure to learn it. And now I believe we can first make a disk drive. Very simple to make. That's going to hold all our disks. We need to make a controller, which is just silicon, the machine casings, quartz enriched, and those advanced processors. We just need one of those. And I like to make it the color purple, so we're gonna do purple. We need a crafting grid, which is just a grid, which is the actual hard part of this. The rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so I believe we can make one of each version of this. So if we go to the crafting grid, we already can make all of these. So if we go to the destruction core, we need to use a basic processor and quartz. Basic processors are made by smelting raw basic processors, which is made like this. So we'll make one of these, smelt that down, and then we also need to make a improved one, which is just the gold version of this. So we'll do the gold one, make one of those, smelt that, grab the basic processor there, an improved one. Let's learn these real quick because we're going to need them. And yes, my inventory is going to get full of just random stuff, but it is important. The construction core, which is a basic processor and the glowstone dust. All right, let's make all of these cores. So the improved processor is already made. We need to make the destruction core, which is made like so, and then the construction core, which is made like so. If I'm not mistaken, we can now make ourselves a grid, and that grid needs to be made into a crafting grid, and that is made with an advanced processor, the grid, and a crafting table. Boom. And again, I like to make it nice and purple, so we'll do purple. And I don't really need the rest of this stuff. This stuff is just extras in my inventory. So now we can go set this up, which I think would be really cool if it was over here. All right, let's run the wires back here because, you know, we got to run the wires. I believe if we place this cable here, that gets power. So now we have an ME system. Problem is, you can't put stuff in. And that's because of this. We need disks to fill up items. So how do we make a disk drive? There's the smallest one that is a 1K, which is 1,000 items, or up to a max of 64. And to do that is a big, long process. So let's go through that real quick. So luckily with EMC and how much we have, I can just grab all the things we're gonna need for this to work. All right, so let's start off with a 1K storage part because that's our beginning, okay? That's where we begin. We need this and we need a lot of those. To make a 4K storage part, we need 3 1Ks. So let's make one of those. To make a 16K storage part, we need 3 of the 4Ks. We can get one of these. And then to make a 64K, obviously you need 3 16Ks. So we now have a 64K storage part, which we actually need. Let's get like 4 of them. I think we can put most of this away. And if we get some quartz-rich iron with some redstone and glass, we can make 4 64K drives. And that, my friend, if we first learn that, we should be able to insert these, and we now have 256,000 slots of storage, and we can just store it. It doesn't matter. We just store it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take everything, literally everything out of those storage things, and just start putting it away. All right, that should be everything out of these chests. They're empty. And all of this can be stored away into this nice thing. We only use 2.3K of those things. I mean, it's beautiful. So this is just extra. Like, this is literally only going to store things that we need to like craft. If I want to pull it out here, I can. But this is helpful for like storage and stuff, and I'm gonna need it in the future. So this is just setting up for future. Also, before I continue, I was scrolling through this and I found a basic EMC link. It says can be used to import EMC in items and export items and fluids. Does this import these things into the transmutation table? Is that what that does? Because if that's the case, I would like to make these. But as you can see, it requires 2 transmutation tablets in this stuff. So you know what? Let's do it. So this will make 1 basic EMC link, Mark 1. And this is a lot of EMC, by the way. What does this do? An export item has not been set. Export item has been set to the thing. Okay. All right. This is not getting anything taken out. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, it says plus 35 a second. $182 a second. Okay, is it taking it? Wait, what is it doing? Okay. Oh god. Oh, where did the items go? Can you be used to import EMC and items and export items? Okay, I gotta look at this more so I understand what it's doing, because I have no idea what it's doing. All right, and I also want to make this for future needs, a wireless crafting grid, which just requires an advanced processor and a grid. I believe this will make us a wireless crafting grid. All right, last thing I want to do is kind of form this into something, because I got power, not great power. It's gonna be upgraded power in the future, but we also have an ME system, and now all of this has been moved indoors. Also, Dylan made this balcony, but the issue with the balcony is that I can't access the balcony. All right, let's begin this process. Let's do something with this. I'll be right back. It needs some work. It actually needs a lot of work, but this is going to be our little path. I haven't actually picked the block I want to use down here. I was going to go for like this Japanese style thing, but I think I wanted to kind of match it with the theme I got going on here. This like mystical, like kind of wizardly like, but not really wizardly like. And I'm thinking in the future, this is all going to be secluded together. I'm thinking this is open to a path to have like other things. And this wall, like this pattern of a wall, continues to like block us in. But this already looks great. It looks natureful. I got a little bridge here. Let me know about this bridge. I mean, it's all right. It's got like these spruce trap doors and spruce. It works. It's functional. Like it goes across and it gets you to the tree or whatever. But let me know. We got this little moat, this little island in the middle for this tree. And yeah, soon there'll be paths around this thing to go, you know, wherever we want to go. I think this is kind of cool. It's got a little waterfall going into it. I got these buoys that have lights on them. Pretty solid. I think it turned out better than I thought it was going to turn out. As a non-builder, this is better. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We've done a lot. We got this area built. And we built an ME system, which is running low on power, as you can tell. These things definitely need some speed upgrades. There's nothing to them, which I'll do off camera. I mean, these are very simple to make. As you can see, it's just the infused alloys again and like gold dust and stuff like that. So I'll upgrade these so this doesn't run out of power too fast. And yeah, so we got power, we got an ME system, and we moved everything from over there to in this house. You can see we're pretty kitted. We're getting very overpowered. We're getting kind of crazy. Crazy craft.